Welcome to Recollection Mall. If you were a mall rat like me or spent your formative years at the mall, then you've come to the right channel. Have you ever gone into your childhood or teenage or adulthood mall and ever wondered, I could have sworn that there was that store there? So let's take a trip down memory lane and go into the history of that mall in your home state. So stay tuned. Every Wednesday, I'll be doing a mall history of the oldest mall in every state in the US. Please subscribe and leave a comment or memory about your time at this mall. Thanks. Plans for Idaho's first shopping mall were announced in August of 1963. The complex would be built on a 35-acre tract on a former alfalfa field located at the intersection of Karcher Road and US Highway 30. The original shopping hub was a single-level, fully enclosed structure which encompassed approximately 103,000 leasable square feet. The mall's first tenants were Kenny Shoes, the Karcher Mall Barbershop, a 34,000 square foot Buttrey Foods grocery, opened for business on August 26, 1965. 4 additional stores and services were dedicated on September 15th. Andre's Beauty Supply and Sauna, Ann's Flowers, a Sprouse-Reitz 5 and dime, and a 30,000 square foot Tempo Discount Center. Construction commenced on Phase 1 of the southward addition on March 8, 1967. This $3 million project expanded the existing mall southward. New stores included Irene's Fashions, Singer's Sewing Center, Skaggs Drug Center, and the Boise-based ID store. The centerpiece of the renovation was a 2-level, 140,000 square foot JCPenney. This store was dedicated along with the new South Wing on October 23, 1968. Following the opening, JCPenney closed 4 nearby stores in downtown Nampa, Caldwell, Emmett, and Payette. In late 1969, the mall's discount variety store was rebranded as Rasco Tempo. A Phase 2 southward expansion was announced on July 26, 1972. Work got underway in January of 1973. This project would add a 1-level, 60,000 square foot The Bon Marché, the Virgil Odell Red and Blue Twin Cinemas, and 19 new inline stores. The expanded South Wing opened for business on August 3, 1973. Karcher Mall now encompassed approximately 600,000 leasable square feet and housed 50 stores and services. Rasco Tempo closed in March of 1976. The vacant store was replaced by an F.W. Woolworth's 5 and dime. With these improvements, Karcher Mall covered approximately 517,900 leasable square feet and contained 50 stores and services. There was enough parking for 2,100 cars. In 1986, Karcher Mall featured 74 businesses when it was sold from Dom Industries to Standard Management Company for about $14 million. In 1986, Fox ID closed its remaining 55 stores. The Fox ID store sold 2 locations, including the store at the mall, to Anthony's. In July of 1987, Buttrey's closed its 5 Treasure Valley locations, including the store and the mall. The mall underwent a $1 million renovation, and the former Buttrey store was split into 2 anchor tenants with Discount Furniture and House of Fabrics. The Karcher Mall encountered its first bona fide competitor in October of 1988. Boise Towne Square opened 16 miles east in Boise, Idaho. The new mall would take their main anchor, JCPenney, closed, along with several other inline stores. To add insult to injury, Boise Towne Square was expanded to 1.1 million square feet with additions in 1998 and 2000. In 1989, the first level of the old Penny's was leased to Troutman's Emporium, aka the Emporium. By 1993, Karcher Mall housed stores such as the Hub Clothing in the old ID store space, and the Payless Drug in the Skag space, and a Sears catalog and appliance. Unfortunately, the shopping center was in foreclosure by the mid-1990s. It was bought and sold several times, with a major renovation done in 1988. Earlier, in 1991, Anthony's closed. In 1997, Woolworths closed its mall location. In 1998, a $10 million renovation project included the installation of an upper-level food court and a new main entrance. Empty retail spaces were leased. Intermountain Sports replaced Woolworths, with Jo-Ann Fabrics assuming the Payless Drug space. Big Five Sporting Goods set up shop in the North Wing. Despite the major renovations, the mall began losing more retailers and customers. Nampa Furniture, which was originally known as Discount Furniture until 1990, and Idaho Furniture Mart until 1991, relocated to a larger building across the street in September of 1999. The mall's movie theater was shut down in February of 2000 after its owner, Real Theaters, relocated to another building across the street. Short-lived anchor Intermountain Sports left the mall abruptly in 2001, though it was quickly replaced by a variety of U.S. factory outlets by the end of the year. Just 1 month after losing Intermountain Sports, Sears relocated to a newly constructed shopping center north of the Karcher Mall. Shortly after, Jo-Ann Fabrics relocated to the former space left by Sears. In late 2001, Ross Dress for Less were added to the former two anchor tenants left by the former Jo-Ann Fabrics and Nampa Furniture. In 2003, Emporium, the mall's largest tenant, was closed after its parent company, the Troutman Company, couldn't secure a new financing package or sell the stores after a Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing in 2002. The mall's west anchor was rebannered as Bon Macy's on August 1, 2003. In March of 2004, the mall had 172,000 square feet of empty retail space, according to a real estate report. On March 6, 2005, Bon Macy's, or Bon Marché, closed. It would reopen as Macy's. The shopping hubs changed hands 4 more times. Milan Properties began a refurbishment in 2008. A more ambitious remodeling, which had been proposed by the previous owners, was scrapped. Milan's scaled-down renovation concentrated on a facelift of the interior, remodeling of the entrances, and a painting of the exterior. The $14 million project was completed in the spring of 2009. As part of the refurbishment, new Burlington Coat Factory and Steve & Barry's University Sportswear stores had opened. Unfortunately, Steve & Barry's closed after only 11 months. Macy's closed on October 14, 2009. It had moved to the new open-air Nampa Gateway Center. A Karcher Mall's Macy's Clearance Center remained intact for a time. The Macy's Clearance Center at Karcher Mall was finally closed in July of 2014. The standard Macy's store morphed into a Mor Furniture for Less in June of 2016. In September of 2018, the Burlington store closed. Rhino Investments bought Karcher Mall in May of 2019. A $30 million demolition was soon proposed. An 81,000 square foot section of the South Wing would be demolished, and the enclosed shopping concourse converted into inline store space. A revitalized power center, known at first as Karcher Marketplace, would include 260 residential units. A photo op groundbreaking was held in November of 2019, with demolition on the south wing getting underway soon after. The official name of the shopping complex was eventually changed to District 208.
You're going to see some big changes to the former Karcher Mall. Construction is happening all over Nampa, and more major projects are on the way. The city held a groundbreaking ceremony earlier this morning.
It's reported that a new owner planned to revitalize the shopping center. Then in 2020, crews began demolishing more than 120,000 feet of mall space. And today, we're now getting a better idea of what those plans are.
And have daily needs taken care of.
Which is what they're doing. Chopra says District 208 will consist of more than 250 residential units, retail, and storage, and it'll be built behind the former mall.
A lot of 2 bedrooms, a lot of 3 bedrooms. Nampa has a need for a lot of families, and so we really allocated 75% of our units towards those families.
Construction resumed in late January of 2022 after nearly 2 years' delay. The rear parking lot broke ground for new apartments and storage units. What do you remember about this mall? Leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.